Recently, Spotify added a couple new features for artists to use, and I think they're really helpful, so I kind of wanted to break those down in one video just to show you guys if you haven't seen already. And yeah, so that's what you're watching today. Without further ado, let's get it. Yo guys, what is going on? It's MMXVII, aka 2017, and if today it sounds like I'm kind of speaking a little quieter and like less confidently, it's because my throat is just torn to shit. Like it's shredded right up. Like a bear just jumped in there and went yoot. And yeah, it hurts to talk a little bit. I can't speak too loud because I just start to cough and just feel like I need to scratch it and like, you know, cover it with ointment, which you can't put ointment back there. It's just not, it's not good for you. You can't ingest it. So yeah, so once you log into your Spotify for Artists, there's a couple things here you can see on the front page. One is list your Shopify merch, which is one of the features we're going to go over. And there was another tab here that seems to be gone now, but it was basically showing a new stats feature where you can like break down your stats a lot better. So we're going to go over that one first. All you're going to do is click on audience. Then at the top here, you're going to see this new tab that says engagement. It is in beta stages, and usually that means either A, only some people have access to it. So if your account is super new, you might not have this. But if you do, there might not be any stats here because you don't have enough stats for them to break down. So if you're watching this video and you click on this and it just seems to not look the same for you, that's probably why. That said, it breaks down your listeners, your streams per listener, your saves, and your playlist ads, which this is probably my favorite stat yet. But starting with the rest of these, if you divide the amount of streams that you've gotten in the last 28 days by the amount of listeners you have, it gives you a rough number of streams per listener. So you kind of get the idea that every person that listens to your song is actually coming back to listen again. So each person that listens to my song is roughly listening almost 4 times. Doesn't matter which song it is, it could be over multiple songs, but a listener of my music is playing my song almost 4 times, which is actually really good. It means that they like the music, they're invested, and they're coming back to listen again. Whereas some promotion is only gonna get you like 1 listener and 1 stream per listener because they've never heard it and then they didn't like it when they did hear it. So it's good to have this number higher and higher. Of course, you're probably not gonna have this up to like 8 or 10. I mean, unless you're already mega famous like Drake or something, but this is like a pretty good number. Then we can look at the saves here. So my songs have been saved 1,212 times. That means they clicked that little like button and saved it into their library. Now this saves one is kind of cool to have, but just seems kind of redundant if you ask me. Now this could be a biased perspective, but myself and pretty much everyone that I know listens to music through a playlist. So you don't actually need to save the song in order to listen through the playlist. You just add it and then you can click download on your phone and it'll auto download the new songs that you add, which isn't actually saving the song. It's cool that they're this high. I mean, I'd rather this be high than low, but I don't think it's something that's super necessary. And then they have this playlist add feature, which is actually so cool. Like, it's honestly just wild to me that my songs have been added to 1,367 different playlists over the last 28 days. That's how many they've been added to. This is not songs that have been sitting on a playlist for 3 years. These are songs that were added over the last 28-day period, which is insane. Obviously, the more playlists you get added to, the better, because the more likely you are to get played. Like, it's just obvious. And so I think this is a really cool feature just to see. Again, you could use this stat in combination with an ad campaign to see how many people added your song or songs to a playlist after running that campaign. If you click on any of these stats along here, it'll show you how many of each happened throughout each day for the last 28 days. So for example, on the 31st of October, I got added to 31 playlists. My most popular song is Woke Up, and it's constantly running through Discover Weekly, which does a ton for your music. Like, if you're in Discover Weekly, holy, you are just gonna keep growing. It's crazy. On October 7th, I had a bit of a spike where I got added to 115 playlists. Like, wild, crazy stuff. And what's super cool is you can also break it down by country. So I had it set to worldwide before, but I changed it to Canada. You can just scroll through any country in the world. And in Canada alone, I got added to 376 playlists. On October 7th, when I had that spike, I got added to 71 playlists in Canada alone, which is crazy. And then, as I said before, the other feature that they added is this like Shopify merch option. So if you just click on your profile, you can see here merch beta has been added. You can simply log into your Shopify account and add it here if you already sell merch on Shopify. Andrew Southworth did a whole video where he broke it down and like added his own store. I don't actually use Shopify, I use Squarespace, so maybe in the future they will allow you to connect Squarespace. But for now, if any of you use Shopify to sell merch, you can connect it and just add whatever you want. I'm pretty sure the limit is 3 items, like you can only have 3 listed here, but anyone can click on it and just like open it up and then like see your entire site within the Shopify app and just check out. So it kind of makes those steps a lot shorter for any consumer consumer that just sees it and they want to buy it, but they don't really care to type in your website and all that. They simply just see it on your profile and just buy it right there. Definitely a dope feature, and if I ever end up switching over to Shopify, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this. So yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna end today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment down below anything else you want me to cover. And also, if you haven't listened to my newest song, Mask, featuring Kashaga, produced by Zubek, definitely go listen to it. I'm gonna leave that link near the top of the description if you wanna go check it out. It might not be something that you like immediately, but I bet it'll grow on you. It's definitely very catchy and just kind of like a nice little head bop, you know what I mean? Like it's got that nice energy. Anyways, guys, with that said, it's been your boy MMXVII, and I'm out. Peace.
Put your mask on when you pull up to the party. How the hell you gonna get it started, baby? Adderall inside of your Bacardi. Ain't too long till you started getting gnarly. Like, ooh, you know what the hell you gotta do. Like, ooh, you know what the hell you gotta do.